Howdy, my name is Dan, and for the last year and a half, my only source of income has been through the money I make as a day trader. I am very good at what I do. What is your secret? My friends always ask. My reply? I analyze the data quicker. This presentation will introduce the audience to a number of new resources and approaches regarding maximizing spatial utility in 3 phases. Phase 1, historical visualization. Phase 2, cutting-edge resources. Phase 3, a look forward. Enjoy! Real estate investments. City of Detroit. 1898. Only 3 elements: roads, water, and radial distance from the CBD. Regardless, the map relies on coding street names to prevent excess data visualization. The radial arcs around the CBD are a testament to the importance of proximity to the CBD during this time period. Alright, I guess I'm kind of nerdy, but I liked this map a lot. It's a density map that shows the vacancy rates in Detroit as of 2009. I surrounded it by some company logos of companies that create graphs like this for profit. So what do you do if you can't afford a nice map like the one on the previous slide? Option 1, settle for something close. Option 2, search for a data crawler, learn how to use it, and hope you can download or use the results that you find. Option 3, learn what I'm about to teach you. Urban economics is a combination of economics and geography. Therefore, it makes sense that every single piece of urban economic data has some type of location value added to it. Google Earth is the first piece of Google API software that I wish to speak about. It is free to download and use without any subscriptions. As you will find later, it has a lot of utility for displaying spatial data. Geocoding is any process of using a certain type of data and turning it into GPS data. For instance, Google takes street addresses and turns them into GPS coordinates. Without prior knowledge before this project, I was able to create the maps, import them into Google Earth, and show the images you see above. Unlike Earth, Google Drive requires that you have a Google account. Google Drive comes free and standard with the applications pictured on the left of the Drive icon: Docs, Sheets, and Slide. What you may not know is that you can download apps called Fusion Tables, Forms, and Apps Scripts. This is the most important slide for you in my entire lecture. You should write down everything on this page. Fusion Tables are cutting edge. There's not a lot of documentation yet. There's not a lot of support yet. However, it's probably the most powerful freeware I've ever used. Google Fusion can do a lot of stuff, and it can also do 2 types of maps. It really helps a lot. It does a lot of the work for you. It does geocoding for you. It'll help you figure out how to merge your stuff correctly. But there's issues too. For instance, you cannot merge both map types together. I will confess that this map is actually my Facebook page. I was so happy when I finally figured it out. I never thought I would get it. Density maps in Fusion are a little harder because you have to create a file with borders or find one, and then you have to merge other files to fit. Google Forms is another API that I decided to share with you all today. I see it as a way actually to augment your Fusion tables that you create. Forms are like customizable surveys that update the data and responses immediately into Fusion tables. In my opinion, it's like a better version of SurveyMonkey. This brings us to Google Apps app. This thing is insanity. It is Fusion Tables times 10. However, it requires a lot of HTML and Java coding.
Our lovely city.
I have a terrible sense of humor. Anyways, because Google Apps app was above the scope of this lecture, I decided to show you guys some projects that were done by it. Actually, the biggest project done by it was Zillow. Google is a company that was started in 2009 with a $25,000 loan. The entire company runs off of Fusion Tables and Google Apps API. So how much can a company make using just Google Fusion Tables and Google Apps API? I found 3 data resources to show just that. In March 2012, they had assets of $123,000 and a stock price of $35. This past September, assets show close to $600,000 with a stock price of $100 a share. So, what's the next big thing? How can I make money off of Google now? In the graph shown, a new company called Beam, B-I-M-E, is determined to use a new Google API known as BigQuery, manufacturing browser-based consoles. Personally, I'm more excited about sites like TweeReal. This site is cool to visit, I recommend you check it out. Using Fusion Tables, this API is able to post, in real time, live geodata from every tweet that's geo-encoded.
I can feel it, can you feel it? We can feel it.